Well...
Oh, Vincent. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so sorry it came to that.
I feel like I have a million things to tell you. And a million more things to ask now, but... before any of that, I need you to do something. Please.
What is it?
When you found out Alexis had turned Sam, you took away her ability to invoke him. I need you to do that to me.
Vincent, the ability to invoke is not something to be thrown away lightly. It can mean the very difference between life and death. You know that.
I know, and I'm grateful for how you used it on me, but I don't want that ability. I don't ever want to know what that's like. They're still unconscious from the turning, and I want it gone before they ever even wake up. I don't even want that option in the back of my mind. They aren't my progeny, not in the way I'm yours. They're my partner. And I don't want that kind of power over them. And if they can't lie to me anymore, then I don't want to be able to lie to them either. You can do all of that. Please, William. Please.
All right.
Lovely. Are you waking up? Whoa, 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 whoa. Careful. Careful. Take it slow. Your body must be feeling very different right about now. Take a second. Take a deep breath. Good. Try not to move too fast. It's gonna take a while to get your bearings. But I'm here. And you're safe. Yes. It worked. You're a vampire now. Like me. I know. I know it must all seem almost like it's happening to someone else. How does it feel? Almost like this isn't real. Am I on the right track? Yeah. I was afraid of that. It's how I felt when I woke up after my turning. Like my eyes opened and suddenly nothing was right anymore. Nothing was how I remembered it. I could feel every difference, and it was more than surreal. It was almost detached. Is it anything like that? Okay. When I first turned, William told me something that really helped. Uh, First things first, what you're feeling is completely normal. I know it doesn't feel normal, just the opposite, but it's normal to feel the way that you do right now. Your body feels like a stranger to you overnight. You're stronger, faster. Every sense is more powerful, and right now they're all firing on overdrive. You have fangs now. You can feel them in your mouth where there was nothing before. When you look in the mirror, it's not the same eyes looking back at you anymore. Everything feels different. Sometimes it doesn't even feel like it's real. Like you're somehow just watching what's happening from behind your own eyes. Not like it's actually you. Yeah. Your mind is trying to rationalize what happened to you. It's in a panic state. It's pulling your awareness away from your own body to try and keep you safe. But when you become aware of that distance, when you start to focus on it, and it amplifies that feeling of disconnection with reality, that defense against panicking causes its own kind of panic. One that in the moment you might not really identify as that, because it doesn't feel like anxiety. It feels like a disconnect. But that's what it is. It's your brain running in an anxiety state that's causing more anxiety, and it's a feedback loop. And in the moment, amidst all of this, it can feel like there's no way out of it. Every action you take just seems to make the awareness of it that much more heightened. To get out of it, you have to stop the anxious thoughts that are fueling it. Which, when you say it like that, sounds completely unhelpful. That's like telling someone, don't think about dogs, and they're immediately going to start to think about dogs. But it's about finding just a moment where you feel normal again, where you feel like the you that you know. That disconnect isn't complete. You don't feel aware of it every single second. If you occupy yourself with something, anything that'll hold all of your attention, even if just for a couple seconds, you can feel that moment afterward where you'll look back and go, okay, I wasn't thinking about the depersonalization for a few seconds. And of course, thinking that immediately brings your attention back to it, and it brings those feelings of disconnect with yourself right back to the forefront. But if you can feel normal for a few seconds, then those seconds can eventually add up to a minute, a few minutes, an hour, days, weeks, years, you can develop that routine of reacting as soon as those feelings start to manifest again and redirecting your attention, grounding yourself in that. Your body will feel normal again. How long that will take is different for every newborn, and there isn't a right or wrong answer. There are things you can do to learn your body faster: training exercises, mental practices, ways to get accustomed to the new things your body is capable of. They aren't instant fixes. There isn't any one thing that just flips the switch one day and makes everything feel normal again. We're still human. We still have human minds and human failings, and even in a world with magic, we can't just make everything better at the drop of a hat. It takes time, and it takes work. It's gonna take a lot of patience and kindness with yourself. But I will be here with you every step of the way. That's what I'm here for. That's what a maker should be, the certain thing in uncertain times. But more than any of that, I'm here for you just as Vincent, the guy who loves you and who wants to be by your side for as long as you want him. While you were still unconscious, I went to William. I called him on the way to explain briefly what all had happened tonight, and when I reached him, I asked him to invoke me. When Alexis turned Sam and William found out that she'd done that against Sam's wishes, he invoked her to take away her ability to invoke Sam so that she couldn't use her control over him. I asked him to do the same thing to me so that I can never invoke you. I never would, but I didn't even want the ability to do so. I love you. I don't want that kind of imbalance between us. I don't want that kind of power over you. I turned you, but you aren't progeny to me. You're my partner. We're equals. Me being your maker gives us an incredible bond. One that goes both ways. And that's how I want everything about this to be. Something that goes both ways. That we share. So I had William take away my ability to invoke. And as your maker, you can't lie to me. So I had him make it so I can't lie to you. Both ways. With everything. You are in the middle of one of the biggest changes anyone could ever go through. After going through another one of the biggest changes a person could go through just a year and a half ago, I will not take away your agency in that. Never. And I will be here for you in every way that I can as we navigate through this. We have forever now. And I plan to spend it creating a beautiful future with you. One that's built on a foundation of trust and love and honesty. There's gonna be a lot. As if turning wasn't enough, this all happened as part of something even bigger. Something horrible. It's gonna take time. But if nothing else, time is something we have plenty of now. And we have each other. We'll make that future for ourselves.